Yo, what is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today I have something different, and you'll see a couple new things coming on the channel. The first one being, I think I've seen a little bit in the comment section, and that is a rebuild of any team or franchise in NBA 2K17, a rebuild of the MyGM mode in 2K17. You guys have wanted me to do some rebuilding for some squads. If you guys want to see some more rebuilding, let me know. I can do this in MLB The Show. I can do this in Madden 17. I can do this in any game I've put on the channel that you guys would like to see. So you guys just have to let me know what you would like to see on the channel, and I will definitely throw it on here. I actually have a new thing coming through 2K also. Not only this, but another new series coming on the channel you guys will see in a little bit. But first, we're going to pick a team. Before this, I haven't really thought about a team that I wanted to use, but I figured the first rebuild ought to be a decent one. And so I think I'm going to go with my favorite team in the New Orleans Pelicans. That's right, that is my favorite team. If you can see my gamer tag up in the top right, you can tell that I am a New Orleans Pelicans fan. You see we got Anthony Davis on a pretty big contract, as well as DeMarcus Cousins. But then after that, there's not a whole lot. Solomon Hill makes up quite a bit of money for not doing a whole lot on the team. Omar Ashik makes up quite a bit of money. But other than that, Drew Holiday is the only other one. So I'm thinking this could be a pretty good team to start with. I'm not quite sure how long these episodes are going to be. I'm thinking 30 to 45 minutes per episode. This is a rebuild episode, so only if you have time to watch me rebuild a franchise will you be able to watch this episode. If not, this series may not be for you. But if you are interested in a 2K rebuild and you want me to do multiple teams, I will try to have a few episodes per team and rebuild them until we are an NBA championship team, and we'll see how far we get through that. If not, we might just reach a max years of about 4 or 5 years until I just give up and have to move on to franchises. But let me know in the comment section the next team you'd like me to do a rebuild on. This will just be my NBA 2K17 rebuilding series, I guess you could say. But I'm doing this live commentary. I haven't done a whole lot of these, but let me know if you guys would rather me do a live commentary. I figured you guys might want to see my thoughts and how I went about things in a live commentary rather than just doing a post comment saying what I did here and what I was going to do and stuff like that. But you see here, Danny Roberts, our owner, is discussing the goals, and you see he wants us to get at least 3 vets, but I'm not quite sure I'm going to do that. Right now, my initial plans are I need to keep hold of Cousins and Davis. Those are some very, very good pieces. But the next piece, I think, is going to have to come through the draft. It's going to have to be a guard. I need a point guard or a shooting guard because I'm not quite sure Drew Holiday is the solution. He may get traded in this first year. I mean, he's a very good player, but I think we could get him and a very good asset for us. This guy says he knows what the team's capable of, and that means we need to be in the playoffs. Maybe. Depends what I can do trading Drew Holiday and how the season begins. I'm not quite sure. It really depends on the first 15 to 20 games on what I'm going to do for the rest of the season. I think we might get the attendance. I'm actually not sure, but I figure I should get this guy a will accomplished somewhere in there. I need to sell out at least 23 home games, or else, well, I really won't be happy. I'm just going to say might. I'm not quite sure there. So his wish list, sound like always, if you promise I might accomplish that. It's kind of hard. I really don't. Some of the things that you have to promise a player are kind of weird and dumb, and I really don't like in this game. But it doesn't matter. Let's just keep going on with this. Let's get this thing started. So let's go to the roster. Actually, let me download draft class here. I meant to push yes there. Oh well, it's not a big deal. Let's go to the roster here. See, point guards. All right, Drew Holiday, he's decent. 79 overall, 26 years old. He has room to grow to about 80 or so, but he's in his contract year. So if he's not performing really well for us in the first 15 to 20 games, I'm thinking he may have to go. I like Tim Frazier off the bench as my second point guard. Not making a lot, but he's a very solid player and he can get the job done. Quinn Cook is just there for now, seeing what he can develop into. He's not obviously a long-term solution. Jordan Crawford as our starting shooting guard. He'd be a decent backup for me, a role player, but the starting shooting guard is Jordan Crawford. I'm not liking that. Etuan Moore, not really liking that either. Hasn't turned out too much. He's 27 years old now, not developing a bunch, and he has a pretty big contract for not doing a whole lot for us. We'll have to see how he does to start the season. Axel Tupain, obviously he's just another roster filler. So we go on the small forward, and it will be Quincy Pondexter, I guess, to start out as small forward, but once again, I really don't like that either. Like I said, our guard position and our small forward position too, as well. As you see, Solomon Hill's making a decent contract for being our third string small forward. Dante Cunningham, decent role player. I mean, he's kind of a vet, 29 years old. We don't have a lot of old people on the team. Omer Osik is one of the oldest players, and he's probably going to get traded as well. He's making a big contract for someone that I don't really see a too big a future having with him, as we got DeMarcus Cousins now. I'd like to really just work Ajinka and Diallo into that role instead of Omer Osik, and I don't even know if I want Ajinka, but we'll have to see. Monahunas, he's probably going to go at the end of the year, but he's not making a whole lot anyway, and Anthony Davis is the star of the franchise. You'll be seeing a lot of him, hopefully. Hopefully he doesn't want to leave. I would really like to keep him for his time here until we find our way into the championship, hopefully. But just to start out, we are going to do a trade finder, and Drew Holiday might not get too happy about this. Hold on a second. Excuse me. I hope you guys didn't hear that, but I got to clear my throat, my bad. Drew Holiday, he might not be too happy with this, but we are going to have to see what is out there for him. As I'm waiting for it to load here. As this is a live commentary, you might see me have a little bit more of a laid-back approach. Sometimes I don't talk. Sometimes I'll need a drink. You guys know how it is, how live commentaries go. But we're going to go through here. Not really liking much of these. Austin Rivers, no thanks. J. Michael Green. Chandler Parsons is making way too much. I don't want that. Dwight Howard, I don't need a center. Wayne Ellington, no thanks. Brian Roberts, no thanks. Trey Lyles, no thanks. Rudy Gay, no thanks. Rudy Gay might actually not be too bad, but he only has 1 year on his contract. Excuse me. Joe Kim Noah, center. No, he's making way too much. I don't know what the Knicks are doing over there. Him and Derrick Rose, I'm not quite sure what they're thinking. And Phil Jackson just needs to go. But before I rant about them, let's just keep going. I'm not seeing a whole lot interesting here. Corey Joseph wouldn't be too bad. He's not making a whole. I actually kind of really like this trade, if I'm honest. I might come back to that one. I like Corey Joseph quite a bit, but he's not going to be some guy in the future, but neither is Norman Powell, so maybe that's not a very good trade for us, but those might be decent role players. I'm not sure. Trevor Ariza, that's decent. That's a lottery-protected pick. I don't really know if I want to go for that. Chris Dunn is not bad. If I can get someone else, if I can get rid of Cheikh Diallo and get someone else other than Omri Caspi, because sorry, I don't want Omri Caspi at all. He came over to the Pelicans in that Kings trade. Excuse me. He came over in that Knicks trade, but if I can get someone, Chris Dunn would not be bad for a future. 22 years old. I don't know. We'll have to see. Myers Leonard, decent, but I don't need him. Sean Livingston, I'm not going to go for him. He belongs on a championship team like the Warriors, so I'm not going after him. Markieff Morris, I don't need a power forward. So right now, there's not a whole lot out there for me. Maybe I'll just sim a few games and see how things go. But first, let me set my minutes with the squad. I have Tim Frazier starting at point guard, and they have Drew Holiday at shooting guard. I actually did not know that. I think I'm actually going to give Jordan Crawford a chance, though, at the shooting guard position. Excuse me. I got a little bit of a cough. If you guys have not found out already. But Quinn Cook doesn't need that many minutes. I'd like to get Cheikh Diallo. I'm actually just going to get rid of Hasek. I don't want to give him any minutes. I'm going to give him a few minutes, bring his minutes down a little bit, add a couple of Jordan Crawford. These two are going to have to come up big. I don't want Pondexter to have that many minutes either. So I'll just add a few more minutes here and there. Pondexter I don't even really want to be my sixth man. Add a few more here, and add a few there. Scoring options, you guys already know who the top two are going to be, and probably even the third. So we're going to go with that. Offensive focus, neutral, playthrough star, definitely. Offensive tempo, average. I think I'm just going to go average. Offensive rebounding, I like my bigs to crash, so I'm just going to have some crash, others get back. Defensive focus, just neutral. I want to have you get both of those. That'd be great. And some crash and others defend. So we'll move on from there and sim a couple of games. The first year I'm not expecting a whole lot. If you have not gotten that vibe already through this commentary as we lose the season opener, what are your expectations regarding to leading the New Orleans Pelicans? I want to build a Pelicans dynasty. Why else would I be here? I don't know why the owner did not like that. He already thinks there's a dynasty here. I mean, we went to the playoffs last year, and in real life this year we did nothing. So we beat the Warriors, however. That's pretty big. Solomon Hill's injured. He'll play through it. I just can't get rid of this cough, I guess, but we'll fight through it. So will Solomon Hill. We lost to the Spurs. No surprise there. Bucks, we lose that one. He says we have the Nets. You always got to tell him you will change this, so he is happy with that. But I think we have a decent one, even though we lost. That puts us at 1-3. I'm not going to adjust anything here. It's fine. Solomon Hill's back and healthy. One thing I actually do want to do before I get way too far into this is I really like to have a very solid head scout. Our head scout's not bad, actually. I will definitely take that. Our trainer, on the other hand, isn't too good, but I usually try to get a really good scout, and it is actually most of the time one of those top guys, Carter. But it doesn't matter at this point. We have a decent one, and hopefully he can continue to be decent for us. I'm gonna need him too. We get the win there. Solomon Hill is hurt again. He's gonna play through it once again. We'll have him continue playing. He may not play too good, but I really just don't care at this point. But here's a trade. Pelicans receive Rudy Gay and a 2017 first-round pick. They want DeMarcus Cousins back. Oh, man. Why'd you trade him in the first place then? They want DeMarcus Cousins back. That is crazy. No thanks. I really don't want Rudy Gay for DeMarcus Cousins. Here we go. I got this, though. I can reset the team chemistry. Reset staff trust. Maybe I might do a mind trick. I might want that in the offseason. I'll go to team status. I didn't want to give you. Appears discouraged by the fact that we haven't given him. Let me start the conversation. I don't think I'm going to give him a contract extension, so I think I'm just going to be straight up with him. I'm sorry, but I really don't think we're going to sign you back, Drew Holiday. I'd rather get rid of you than sign you back at this point. But we're 2-7 now. Now we're 3-7, beating the Lakers by 7, beating the Celtics 4-7. I'm still really trying to. Oh, this guy doesn't get a whole lot though. That's a bad thing. That's all right though. I'm really trying to see where we're gonna be at. And this guy is never getting traded. Sorry. I really want to see where we're balancing at. But 5-7, 6-7, we have a chance to go 500 right here. And I think we really need this win. If we could go out and get it, that'd be great. And we lose, we're 6-8. These next two games are going to be big. Will we get to 500? I don't want to really do that. Sorry, sir. But then we lose that one, and we lose that one. That's rough. I don't think I want to raise the intensity there, Anthony Davis. But we're 6-10. So let me check the stats real fast. See who's playing good, who's not. In the standings, you'll see where we at. We are kind of far down there, huh? I'm not surprised. I mean, it's early in the year, but still, I think we might have to make us trade Drew Holiday. Jordan Crawford's played very well. Wow, almost averaging 14 a game, close to 4 assists. What's he shooting from the field? He's shooting 42%. However, though, and he's averaging 12 shots a game, making 5. But he's shooting 40% for the free throw or 3-point line. So he's playing pretty decent. DeMarcus Cousins looks like he's playing all right. Looks like the Brow's not even shooting too well, but he's averaging 21.5. DeMarcus Cousins 20.5. And Drew Holiday's down here 13.2. I'm gonna give him a few more games to try to raise. I see the top 4 are there, top 3 kind of, top 2 really, and then it's a drop off from there. Definitely, the bench is not good at all. So I'm gonna give them one more week to try and figure things out. We're going to December 3rd. We beat the Trailblazers. He's fully recovered. I don't need to change much. He's already been playing through it. Then we lose to the Mavericks, and we lose to the Lakers. Now we have to see what we'll get here from the Clippers, and then we will decide what we are doing from there. What is this trade? They really want to give up Rudy Gay. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm just trading. Let me negotiate this. However, I don't think he's only got 1 year left on his contract, and he's older. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to decline that one. See, we lose to the Clippers now. I'm going to give him one more week. That's 20 games in. We'll see what we can do from here, and then this will be the deciding point of what I want to do. We lose to the Thunder. I guess I'm satisfied, even though I'm not too satisfied. We lose to the Grizzlies. I'm going to say it's me and everyone's going to get upset, but I'm just being a pretty cool guy. 76ers, and we lose to them. So we're 7-16, and I think it's time that we really do start to tank this year, because I don't think we're going to make the playoffs at this rate. Maybe I'll just go for a bench piece by trying to trade Osik, and then we'll see what we can do from there. Jordan Hill wouldn't be bad, but at this point, that's the only 3 dudes. Okay, never mind. I guess I'm not trading him. Drew Holiday is going to be the big one anyway. So we'll see what we can get out of him. Drew Holiday. Give me somebody good. You could be a great trade asset. If this thing would load. Alright, Cameron Payne. Decent, but he's not really going to replace. These guys are too old for my like DeAndre Jordan, but I don't need a center. That would have been nice. If I can get another young guy like this, I'm down. I'm 100% in. I am in. I don't want Dwight Howard either. See, these guys would be nice, but I just don't need it. I don't need a big man. I need some guards. I don't need Derek Favors. I don't need Rudy Gay again. Evan Fournier is not bad, but he's playing on a pretty big contract. But I'd also be getting rid of Omer Osik. Trevor Ariza is getting a little old. Don't need Tony Parker. Steven Adams, once again, a center. A nice young center. Let's see what I can do for Quincy Pondexter. At this point, if you guys haven't seen what I'm trying to go for yet, it's looking for, I'm looking to get rid of some salary to make a little bit of a move in the offseason, but I'm also looking to trade one of my big pieces to acquire some young talent, or even just a draft pick. I'd take a draft pick too, but it's not looking like I'm getting much out of it. I think I might go for this trade. Glenn Robinson III for Quincy Pondexter. I'm getting the same overall, just a younger guy with less salary. I mean, he only has 1 more year on his contract, but I'm definitely okay with this. So I am going to get Glenn Robinson III, trade Quincy Pondexter. I think this is a decent trade. I'm actually going to just go straight up with it. We get equal value out of it, and I like the trade. They've agreed to it. Ep.1 Moore, I think, might have to go. Monahunas may have to go, but we'll have to see what we get from there. I really don't want to play Osik. I've told you guys that multiple times. We'll move him right up the depth chart, actually. We'll give him 15 minutes, 16 minutes. That's fine, too. He's actually going to become my starter. Actually, he's definitely going to become my starter. I actually really think I can make something out of this. Might just go with him, the 6-man, go something like that for now. I kind of like that. We'll say it's simply business, but okay, I'm going to advance a couple of days, see if I get any new trade offers for Drew Holiday / Omer Osik. If we lost to 8 straight, and then we beat the Warriors again. We got the Warriors number. If we could just make the playoffs and have to face them, I mean, maybe sometime we'll get there, but I'm not thinking this is the year unless we get a big trade here for Drew Holiday. Come on, make it happen, as we're 18 minutes into this video. So it looks like I may get through 1 year an episode. It looks like that's the rate I'm going to get. Seems like it's the same trade offers. A couple more teams are adding a little bit more to it, but really nothing there that I want too much. I really want something that benefits me very good. This Yogi Ferrell isn't bad, but I'm not quite sure I want to get that. Patrick Beverly isn't bad. He's a Ryan Anderson, but do I really want that huge Ryan Anderson contract back? No, thank you. Don't need Tyson Chandler. Here's this deal once again. And this would really get rid of quite a bit of salary, and this would really give me a chance to make a move in the offseason. So, do I try to go in? I gotta wait. I gotta wait to the trade deadline. I just have to wait. Let me go through the player trade finder, and let me see. Actually, first, let me see what I have to do to get some of these teams' picks. All right. I want to get a top pick, which I'm already gonna get one of my own. But if I could get another one, like the Magic's or the Bulls pick, I would be really in a very good spot for. How do I trade for picks? I actually forget how to do it, but. There we go. Okay, this is top 10 protected. That's the Kings, though. Unprotected. What do I have to do to get your pick here? Okay. I'm not giving you DeMarcus Cousins, but I can kind of work with this one. As we get in the 2017 first-round pick of theirs, if I can get rid of that 2018 first-round pick for something else, what would you guys take for that? A 2020? Let me see if I can do this. If you take this, I'll take Do I want Rondo, though? I really don't want Rondo. I can tell you guys that right now. But that's the only thing that's going to match with their salary. So, how much is Cameron paying? It's still too much. It was going to have to be Rondo, and it might still be Rondo, but I do get that draft pick out of it. You guys may just hate this move, and they might not accept it anyway. If they don't accept this, then I'm not doing it because I'm not getting rid of my 2018, or I don't remember what it was, but 2020 would be the highest that I'm going. I think I already lost my first-round pick for this year now that I think about it. So I really need a draft pick. So if they'll accept this and I can get this first-round pick, I need it. I need it. They give me a counteroffer. I'm not doing that. Alright, what did they say in the first place? See, I don't have my own draft pick here. So this would be 3 years down the road. So I would almost be willing to just try this. You guys said this in the first place that you would take this deal. There we go. Okay. It's actually 2018 pick that they took from me, but I need this year's pick. I think I will be good in the future, but this year's pick, I definitely needed this year's pick. So I'm thinking that was a decent deal. I hope that was a decent deal. I mean, Rajon Rondo's not bad. Obviously, he's a veteran point guard that could be pretty good for us. Actually, I don't know if he'll be pretty good for us, but maybe he'll play better with the bigs than what's-his-face did. I mean, I'm not sure what's going to happen. I'm not quite sure if that was a good deal either. You guys let me know in the comments if you thought that was a good deal. I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm just making awful moves, but I don't know. I thought that was an okay deal. I actually think getting that 2017 first-round pick was one of my bigger needs that I need to get done right now. And so I'm actually okay with that, definitely. So I think if I can get one more deal done for a draft pick this year, I maybe think that I'm hunting draft picks, which I might just be because I kind of am in need of them. And this is a very, very good draft class, especially for guards. If I can get a top draft pick, then I can get like Alonzo Ball or Markelle Fultz or something like that. That's why I'm really going after some draft picks here. And I don't have my own draft pick. That's why you got to think that that's a pretty big deal that I just got the Bulls and they're having a pretty bad year. Even though they could really turn it around, they easily could. And I mean, maybe they will. Drew Holiday now, I'm not really sure. But as we see, we get another trade offer here that I'm going to decline. But I think that might help me a bunch. That's almost guaranteed a point guard if they can stay down in the standings, which I hope they do. If they can stay down in the standings, that would be big for us. Let's just keep simming a little bit here as we're 12 and 22. Whichever team you're most pleased with. I'm just going to go to the starting lineup. I like those guys. And the bench isn't too sad about that one. There's too many guys on the bench to be sad about that one. So we're just going to keep going along here scouting. And now my vision of the team is kind of messed up because I was expecting a little bit different, trying to get a young guy for Drew Holiday, but then I just kind of got a draft pick for him, which I'm pretty happy with. Like I said, I'm happy with getting that draft pick, and it's gonna be good. I think I'm gonna get a very solid player as long as the Bulls do not make a run here during the year. As you see, this is why are they even asking? I don't want Vucevic or Aaron Gordon, especially not to get rid of DeMarcus Cousins. So no thanks there. We're playing LeBron James. Yeah, I know he's gonna be impossible to stop. And we did lose, but like I said, the Bulls just need to not win any games. What are they now? 9 and 27. That's what I'm talking about. They need to stay down like that. Stay on 9 wins for the rest of the year, and I will be just fine. But we keep going along here. Andre Robertson would not be bad, but he can't shoot the ball. We learned that in the playoffs, in real life. So at this point, honestly, our year, it doesn't really matter. It's going to help other people other than ourselves because I forgot that we didn't have a draft pick. And Anthony Davis breaks his leg. He's out 8 to 10 weeks. Oh, wow. You know what? This calls that Check Diallo is going to get some very, very heavy playing time. Very heavy. And I'm kind of excited to see how he does in that time. I'm very excited to see what he can do with those minutes. And I'm hoping he can do something really good for us. We'll have to see. 8 to 10 weeks, broken leg. That is, I'm gonna have to say we're in trouble because we are in trouble. We are definitely in trouble. We got that scouting report done. Just going to keep going along here with the scouting reports, because if I can get that pick, then I'm going to get a top one. And I think I know about what most of the guys are. I've played a few MyGMs by now, so I should know what I'm doing. But we're just going to keep going along here. Rajon Rondo wants to talk, but I can't even get over that screen without getting offered trade deals. We get blown out by the Pacers now without our man Anthony Davis. We beat the Magic, however. Okay, Rajon Rondo's fine now, I guess. We're just going to keep going here. Sell at 23 home games. We already did that. I'm surprised by that, actually. We are awful this year. But I guess the first 23 home games of the year we sold out, so can't complain too much about that. All right, back to the front office, because guess who I really don't want on this team? Omer Asik at all. So if I can just get a nice piece with not a big salary, but these are the only two. I don't want Corey Brewer, and I don't want Kyle Singler. That's fine. We'll just go a little bit till the trade deadline. I'm about to get to... We're going to go all this far, and then we're going to make a move for Asik, get rid of Asik, and maybe another person. Not quite sure who that will be yet, but we'll have to see. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see where we are at the All-Star break. Let me scout these dudes. This may be a little bit of some dead parts in the MyGM, but that's why I don't always do live commentaries and everything live uncut. But I feel like a MyGM rebuild, you guys are kind of there to, you know, see all the things that I do and everything that I'm processing. And then in the next video, after I get through season number 1, you guys can tell me what I did wrong and who you think I should go after for this team. And your idea of the team. If I figure out streaming, I'll live stream and just post it straight from the live stream onto YouTube, straight from the live stream. That way you guys have direct feedback right away instead of through the comment sections. But in this right now, it's pretty big that you guys help me out in the comment sections, because I want to see where you guys think we should go with on how far you think we should, what direction we should go at the Pelicans, rather than just my idea, because otherwise you guys probably wouldn't enjoy it. Excuse my cough this whole video. It's probably been the most annoying thing ever. And I agree, it is the most annoying thing ever. That's a pretty intriguing trade, but I don't want to get rid of DeMarcus Cousins when I just got him. So we're going to hold on to him. We're 19 and 35. I'd love it if we won some games here. So the person that ends our pick, which I think it is the Kings, I hope they can do absolutely nothing with this pick. We did lose that game. We're right here, right before the trade deadline. The last chance we're going to get to make some trades. And who do I want to trade off this team? 4 to 6 weeks still with him. Each one more. Let's see what we can get for you. Sergio Rodriguez, no thanks. Someone could add a very solid draft pick. I'd definitely appreciate that. But, alright. Langston Galloway. We traded him, and I actually really liked him for the Pelicans. We'll have to see. I might have to come back to that one. Jody Meeks, no. Terrell Arthur, no. I don't want Quincy Von Dexter back. DeMar Carroll, too big of a contract, though. I want to get Chuck Diallo, though. Danny Green, Andre Robertson. If I was in need of a defensive player to play for me in the playoffs, I might go for him. But James Jones, the man that's been to a bunch of finals in a row. Not LeBron James. James Jones, the real GOAT, is up there. Langston Galloway still intrigues me, though. If I can get a draft pick along with this. You guys want to give me my pick back? I mean, you guys just stole my pick. Just messing. Let's see. It's a 2020 pick, though. I guess I don't have much for him. Let's see about Monahunas. Not even making a lot, so if I can just find a solid role player in here to trade with them, I would do it probably right away. Because I'm looking for pieces. I need pieces. I got my superstars. I got 2 of them. Now I'm just looking for pieces. Brandon Rush and Adrian Payne. But that's just adding another small forward that I don't need, so let me not go ahead with that one. That's the one guy that I really want to get rid of. And I think I'm going to do this. just so I can get rid of Omer Asik's contract, and Meta World Peace will be a free agent in the offseason. So I'm actually going to go ahead with that. Lakers can take that contract, and I get to acquire 3 veteran players. So I'm helping the owner out. I really like that one. And I mean, it's not going to help me whatsoever, and he's probably not even going to play a minute whatsoever. I mean, I'll make sure he's active just in case he gets a minute, but I am not. He's nowhere even in my imagination of being in my future unless he scores 40. So I guess he's in my imagination. 40 points a game, that is. So as we keep going along here, we're going to go past the All-Star break. I'm not too interested in staying and looking who does what. It's not that big of a deal, especially when I got an injured dude. I mean, DeMarcus Cousins might make it, but that would be it. We keep going here. Also, let me know what you guys think about the Lakers and Lonzo Ball situation in real life. That's been kind of crazy all year long, especially mainly thanks to LeVar Ball. Otherwise, he would be a number 1 or number 2 pick. Lonzo would be, but his dad just was making things so complicated for his kid. I mean, LeVar Ball can be funny to me. I think he is kind of funny, but I mean, he's just kind of getting in the way for some things. You believe practices are too easy. Well, I believe that it doesn't matter. And you just did not like that whatsoever, even though you're getting up there in age and you probably don't even want to practice that hard. That's fine, though. It doesn't matter. Contract extensions, I actually should probably check that. Let's see. Nobody wants to, so why did you even bring the screen up to me? That's all right, though. We'll keep going along here. 21-37, 21-38, 21-39. We're going to keep going down, it looks like. Looks like the Kings might get a very decent pick, and that looks like it might be a pretty good trade for them as DeMarcus Cousins comes over here, and he does not even make the playoffs with us, which was the main goal of getting him. Not only that, you guys get a young Buddy Hield, which I really would like at this moment, a nice shooting guard. And then we don't even make the playoffs. Anthony Davis gets injured. I'm not even sure what's his face is averaging. DeMarcus Cousins, I'm not even sure what he's averaging. I could have said he's crazy because he is, but it's fine. I'll say he's good. We won a game there, lose one there. Approaching the end of the year now. We probably have to win just about every game. I'll just throw Meta World Peace in here. Who cares at this point? But yeah, we have to win out to even get a chance at making the playoffs. That is not going to happen. Actually, we play the Bulls right here. What's the record? 24-40, so not as bad as I would have liked, but that's still going to be a decent draft pick. If they could still fall off a little bit, that would be just dandy for me if they would fall off. I would really enjoy if they actually fell off here. Anthony Davis still isn't back. He's getting there, though. I mean, I may just have to shut him down for this year, but I'd like to see him come back at the end of the year. And there he is right there. I will actually adjust my rotation. So check Diallo. I actually want to go check his stats. I want to go check stats real fast. Let's see. DeMarcus Cousins has really done everything in his power here since he's been back. And Jordan Crawford is playing very well. What is he shooting now? 42% still. 39% from 3. DeMarcus Cousins has really picked it up. Glenn Robinson's been a decent role player for us. I like that. Rajon Rondo is doing his thing. Doesn't score a lot, but he gets a lot of assists. Meta World Peace averages 5.7 a game. Okay. Check Diallo. 4.5. I mean, that's not too good for being a starter playing a bunch of minutes, huh? What's he shooting, though? That's pretty big to me. 60% from the field, though. He's only averaging 3 attempts. He shot 1 3. And he made one, I guess. So, but, I mean, I was kind of hoping I'd see some good numbers from him, maybe. But it is kind of hard to increase your numbers when you played a bunch of games and all of a sudden I throw you into the starting lineup. So, I actually don't know if he's going to get any playing. Actually, I'm going to have to give him some playing time. He's got to get some for me. If I want to improve him and keep him going up in the right direction, I got to give him some minutes. So here we keep on going now. Let me pick my prospects. And I'm almost rounding out year 1. We're over half an hour in this video. I don't think I'll do the off season in this video. I may, though. I actually probably won't. I don't know how long of videos you guys would like to see. You guys let me know if you'd rather these just be 30 minutes and I just get through 1 year and then the off season is a separate one, then the next year is a separate one, or would you rather me just make this like an hour or so, around an hour, and I can get through the off season and the playoffs and everything? But at this point, it is looking like I will not be able to get through all of that. Looks like I'll just have to get to the end of the regular season and sim through the playoffs. I guess I'm confused here. What I do? That? Okay. But yeah, or I'll probably sim through the playoffs, and that will be that. Because I'm already at over half an hour, 35 minutes now, and we're rounding out year one, seeing what's about to happen. The offseason is going to be exciting, and I'm looking forward to it. But I'm definitely going to have to sign someone big. Tonight's loss is going to have to be me because I don't want to make anybody else more upset. He's came back from his injury, but I don't care to play him anymore. We only have about a couple weeks left of the year. Glenn Robinson's going to have to play through that because I don't really want to make the changes for something that's not even that big of a deal. 26 and 49, 26 and 50. This is going to be the last scouting report that I do. We'll finish it out here. Scouting. Who am I even at? VJ Beach. Okay, I got down there quite a bit, so let's see what we get out of here. Shall be interesting to say the least. But we keep going along here. What is the Bulls record? 28 and 48. Can I beat them? Gotta beat them. Yes, I beat them. All right, let's hope they just end this year so bad, and we'll get to the end of our year as well. Winning that one, we won 3 in a row there. He's recovering from his injury. I mean, he's already starting, so why would I make any changes? Then we got the Lakers, we lose 2, and we finish out the year with a win against the Trailblazers, and that is the year. That is the end of year number 1. We don't break any player promises. I got that. We reached top 10 in attendance, 100%. We did not make the playoffs, so that's probably the big one. But look at those stats by Russell Westbrook. 33.4 points a game, 12 rebounds, 12 assists. Oh my goodness. That's unreal. Rookie of the year, Joel Embiid. That's a pretty good stat line for a rookie. 19 points, 9 rebounds. Mason Plumlee, 6th man of the year. That's decent. 10 points, 7 rebounds off the bench with 4 assists as well. Defensive player of the year, Andre Drummond averaged 17 and 15, 2 steals and 2 blocks. Wow. Nikola Jokic, most improved player, 17, 12, 7, and a block a game. That's pretty decent. Coach of the year is Mike D'Antoni. He led the Rockets to a pretty good year. Executive of the year is the Cleveland Cavaliers. They went 58-24. We're actually going to have to check these seedings. As you see, Russell Westbrook, Chris Paul, LeBron James, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and DeMarcus Cousins gets the center position on the All-NBA first team. The second team is DeMar DeRozan, John Wall, Kawhi Leonard, Kevin Durant, and Nikola Jokic. And then I assume Anthony Davis didn't play quite enough games for them to want to put him on the list. But Andre Drummond, Kevin Love, Paul George, Mike Conley, and Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard finally gets what he deserves, an All-NBA team. All-defensive team, Chris Paul, Russ Westbrook, LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, Andre Drummond, Nerlens Noel, Draymond Green, Antetokounmpo, Rajon Rondo, and Jeremy Lin get all-defensive second team. All-rookie first team, Embiid, Simmons, Zubac, Hernan Gomez, and Brogdon. And then second team is Ulis, Labissiere, Levert, Dario Saric, and Buddy Hield, who we did trade. Real life, they did trade him. But you see, we got Warriors versus Grizzlies, Clippers versus Dallas, Spurs versus Utah, Houston versus OKC. Of course, it had to be Ryman accidentally. Cleveland Cavaliers, Indiana Pacers, and we got 76ers at the 4 seed. Wow. Playing Milwaukee, then we have Washington, Atlanta, just for like real life, and just like Cleveland and Pacers, that's real life too. And then we have Toronto and Boston. So let's simulate the first round. What real life matchups do we all have in here? Only a couple, actually. We have like 3. That's not as many as I thought, to be honest. But let's see how the playoffs go. Any surprises here in the first round? Let's see. Warriors win in 5. Clippers win and we sweep Dallas. Utah wins in 6 against the Spurs. And then Houston wins in 5. Then on the other side, we got Cleveland in 5. The Bucks won in 6. Atlanta wins in 6, and Boston upsets Toronto in 5. Wow, let's go to the next round now. What do we got going on here? Ooh, we got some pretty good series in the East, but in the West, it was the Warriors in 5, and then Houston sweeping the Jazz. But then we had Milwaukee taking Cleveland to 7 games. Let me guess, LeBron. Oh, Kyrie scored 49, 140 to 117. Triple-double for LeBron James. Antetokounmpo had 30. He did everything he could. Wow, what a series that one looks like it was going to be. Let me see game 6. This is game 6. LeBron had 40. I'm going to Cooper had 33. Actually, this is game 6, isn't it? Yeah, because, wow, Milwaukee was up 3-2. And then LeBron James happened. But let's head to see who's going to happen here in the finals. It's going to be Cleveland and the Warriors. Did you expect anything different, even in a video game world? I didn't think so. We had James Harden really choking 5 of 13 here in Game 7. They lose by, their game was like 5, not even 7. Klay Thompson 42, probably all in one quarter. They won in 6. And then you had over here the Cleveland Cavaliers winning in 5, just like real life. You had LeBron only scoring 19, but he didn't need to do a whole lot. The only game that Boston won was Game 1, and that was because of what reason? Kevin Love scored 6, I guess, and that was the only reason why. But here we are. The finals. Golden State gets game 1. Cleveland gets game 2. Golden State gets game 3. Cleveland gets game 4. Golden State gets game 5. Game 6 goes to Cleveland. We're heading to game 7 just like last year. Cavs beat Warriors 111-100. Series tied. Game 7. Golden State Warriors get it this year. In 7 games, the Golden State Warriors are your NBA Finals champions. That's a pretty good series. Wow, what a way to go out in year 1. Kevin Durant, 30 points a game, 11 rebounds per game, had himself quite the finals performance. Came to Golden State to win. Maybe that's what will happen in real life. Maybe the real life series will go to game 7. I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and find out. But we move on from here. Let me see the stats. Steph had 27 in Game 7. They blew out the Cavaliers in Game 7, actually, because Kyrie had 9 points on 4 of 16. Look at this Game 1. Kevin Love had 40 and LeBron had 34. Then on the other side, KD had 47 and Steph had 30. These are some final. Wow, look at the Game 2. Anybody have anything spectacular performances, like something that I really should see? Doesn't look like it, but we did have some very solid games. But that will take us into the off season, and that will actually take us to the end of the first episode. We get into the off season here. Like an important goal, acquire a player rated 89 or higher to lead this team. I mean, we already have 2 guys, but it does not matter. He doesn't care too much, it looks like. And then he also wants our team is terrible and we're losing money. I'm going to cut the budget. Our team is terrible and we're losing money. I'm going to cut the budget. What does that even mean? Does that mean he's not giving me more money? So if we do that, we can't expect to win. Yeah, okay. So he's going to be losing more than the movie if it gets you down the road. I'm going to trust you on this one, but I can't wait forever for things to change for the better. Okay. The only thing I can ever do with this is put it into that. So we do that, but we will be heading into the off season for next episode. Comment who we should go after in the off season. I'm not quite sure who's even there yet, and you guys don't know either. But if you have played enough MyGM, you guys might know who will be on the off season. But let me know where you guys think I should go with this. Should I keep Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins? Should I trade them to start year 2 and completely rebuild? Should I draft? Who do you think I should draft? I should have a top pick. I can actually look at that for you guys real fast before I close out the episode. What draft pick I will most likely have. We will see here the record for the Bulls. They're the 5th worst in the East. They had 30 wins. Looks like we will be getting picked about 6 or 7. Who you guys think I should draft? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know who I should go after in free agency. Let me know what direction I should lead the Pelicans into. And let me know if you enjoyed this new series. That's the end of episode 1. Let's see what we can do in the future episodes. Thank you guys for watching. And then as always, I'm out. Peace.